Taylor King ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. The flip, not in time. He's safe. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
First and second, no outs. Dominic Canzone.
Ball 4, take the base.
King stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 runs in. Here's the throw. The tag, and he's safe. Then it's 5-0. No outs. Runner at first. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. 2-2 now. Swings, and this one's flared. Hauls it in. 1 away. So a man at first. And here is Cal Raleigh. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. The Mariners are looking very strong so far this season. Snags it for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So runner at second, 2 down. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And now it's Josh Naylor.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Base hit! Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Jeremy Pena up next for the Mariners. The 2-2. Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. He beats it safe. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Fastball for a strike. Singing he's currently the team leader in runs scored. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
King digs in. Not a lot of traffic this inning, but he's got the power to change that with one swing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of threat that keeps pitchers honest, even with 2 outs and no one on.
Here.
2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now that's smacked to right center. And it's into the gap. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. In the air, right field. And that is that. 1 left for Seattle, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. King digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2. Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is...
That one ripped left field. That's back there, and that's going to bang against the wall. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. This to third. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next is the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
1 down. And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. High fly ball, right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next is the center field.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mariners lead 1 as it remains an 8-0 game. King had a sensational showing in the win. 2 runs batted in on 4 hits. Some impressive work.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Taylor King comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
Batting first, the designated hitter. Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip by for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
Up the middle, Rocchio. Now a jump throw. On the money, nice play. Home half of the third coming up. Tied at 1.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder.
The M's off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
In now is the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. High throw, and he's safe with a stolen base.
High throw may have made the difference right there. It's kind of hard to say, though. It's a little tougher for a catcher with a left-handed hitter in the box, and that hitter does not have to move at all to help you out. He just got under the throw, and it took off on him a little bit.
Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. This one popped up right side. Infield fly called there. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Two on, 2 outs. Runners on the move. In the air, right field. Sullivan under this one. And that is that. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the Cardinals 1. King stepping in. One door closed, but here's another shot, Singy. This guy has a chance to deliver.
Opportunity to be a great teammate right here, Boog. Nothing says I got you like a 2-out ribby.
Just missed. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Tied at 4. There's a line drive to left field. Baez on the move. Makes the catch. Inning over. Through 5.5, and we're tied at 4. King stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boog. This place would erupt.
That's in for a strike, a slider.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Batter challenges in a very big spot, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Tied at 4. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Sullivan settles under it. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
King managed to keep the hitting streak alive. Just 1 hit in 5 at-bats.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. The Mariners have raced out of the gate to start the season. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
The 0-2.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses.
Dives back, out!
It's so rare that the pitcher is able to be that quick and make an accurate throw to second base. It's just not a normal thing for him to do, but does a really nice job there of getting it to that middle infielder and the tag being put on the runner. Nice pickoff right there. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Right through there for a strike. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That one is absolutely belted. Scott giving chase. That's down. One hops off the wall. Nimmo rounds third, headed for the plate, and they lead by 2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Gurriel settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Up next is the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh. One out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Left field. Caught, and now a chance to double the runner off second. And he's out. Not able to get back to the bag safely. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Nope, ball. Fastball is outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is fouled back. Payoff pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And next is the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a ball popped up. Wynn should have this one. And that'll do it. 1 left for Seattle, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. King starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, Singy.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into center field. That's his 3rd hit. And a good start to the inning. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dominic Canzone getting ready to hit. Man at second. Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next is the out. The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Right through there, got him. And there's 2 down.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
2 outs and a runner at third, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him looking. That ends the frame. Mariners lead 1, but they lead it 3-0. King was a big contributor for them in the win. 4 hits, including a pair of extra base knocks.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Taylor King has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. He's quickly becoming the talk of the league. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. King wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. King, an all-star a season ago, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
All over that one right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Here's the 0-2. Up the middle, Paris. Glove flip for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. No outs, runner on second. King came up with 4 hits in his last game.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He'll score and then tie it. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Peraza tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. One out, runner at second. Cal Raleigh will hit next. That one in the dirt and gets away. The throw to third, and on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
The 2-1. Up the middle. Moore. The throw to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in. King digs in. He's had this pitcher's number. Fastball off speed. It hasn't mattered, Singy.
Yeah, you can tell he steps in with confidence. It's like he already knows the answer to the test.
That's outside, and that is ball 1. He knows his way around the bases, Chris. Nobody in the league has scored more runs this year. Nimmo over at first with one away. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Dominic Canzone digs in now. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, Paris. Over to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 6 and the Angels 2. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. So 2 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges. This one in the air, center field. Roberts settles under it, and that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, the M's on top, 8-2. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. King strung that hitting streak out for another game. Put together a 3-hit performance.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game he can feel really good about.
One down. And now Taylor King. King measures 5 feet 6 inches, 24 years old. He's a former American League MVP.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2-0. Ripped to right. He's there. He's got it. Out. Number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ball 1.
The 1-1. That one ripped left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Next is the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone. First offering. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. Man at second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the last half of the third. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Throws to second, but he's in there easily. Canzone up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Struck him out looking. So 2 on with 2 away. Now a chance for Julio Rodriguez. This one in the air center field. Has a beat on it. And the inning is over. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. 3 innings complete. It's the Mariners 2 and the Angels 1. This is AL West action on MLB The Show.
Next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bush takes it in for the out. 2 down.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic Canzo.
King digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing, and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Out to short. Come on, Deke. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic.
King kept the hitting streak going in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but certainly didn't hurt him on the way to the win.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Detmers, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Grounder off the pitcher. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
One out man at first. Here's the veteran first baseman, Josh Naylor. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches.
Tags the runner. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Man at first, 1 away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Called a strike. In the dirt. Raleigh stands at first with one out. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
King stepping in now. This offense has been quiet. A big swing could change everything.
Yeah, and somebody's got to crack it open, Boog. Just need to flip the momentum.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. And the 0-1. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. So he blasts one out the other way. His 21st of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Reaching for it, makes the catch. So they make short work of him there. 9th inning coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the Mariners 1. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. King extended the hitting streak in this one. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
No question that he delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get them the W, this was a good showing at the plate.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Ball 1, no strikes. King with a homer in his last game. Nimmo aboard here at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss there. In the air, left field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. That one hops off the wall and should score at least one. One runs in. The relay in there. He's safe. It's 2-zip, and that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
And on second, 2 down. That one kicks away from the catcher. No advance, though. The kick, the 3-2. In the air, right field. Sanchez gets under it. And that is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mariners 2 and the Angels nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. 2 outs with a runner at third.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
King matched a homer in his last game. The 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. Fires over to first. They save a run on the bang-bang play. Inning over. Mariners leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. And now the right fielder, Taylor King.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
That catches the corner.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Up the middle, Paris flips it. There's one on to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. 1 down. Dominic Panzone up next for the Mariners. And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Got fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now here is Cole Young.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third. Well, he's so good about
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Alex Freeland getting ready to hit.
well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The Mariners trying to break this one open here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is lifted in the air on the move. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sac fly. It's 4-zip.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
King managed to keep the hitting streak alive.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Taylor King, ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Harrison, 26 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2020. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His 22nd homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Man at first, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Raleigh leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's two down. The 1-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Right through there for a strike. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Grounder might be two. There's one. And that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
King steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. That just misses, and the count is 2-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Josh Naylor up next for the Mariners. Two down, nobody on. And there's the automatic. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The kick, the 3-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Mariners leave 1. They lead it 6-2. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
The 1-0. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Grisham settles underneath it. 2 away now.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12,
King strung that hitting streak out for another game. Only 1 hit, a home run.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
Taylor King with a remarkable run of late as he carries a 20-game hitting streak into this one. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So up next, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
King went deep in his most recent game. Ray, a 6'2" southpaw, 220 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here
The right fielder, Taylor King.
in for a strike. Good slider. Singing, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. Man at second. Up the middle. Muncy tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Chris, nobody in the league has a better batting average than he does right now. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Foul ball there. That's ripped into the outfield. Grisham sprinting for this one, but misjudges this one, and it falls. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 out, runner at second. Josh Naylor, the next to hit. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. In the dirt. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. Hit slowly on the ground. Wilson flips it behind his back. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jeremy Pena up next for the Mariners. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground right side. Makes a sliding stop. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. Mariners leave a couple. They're down 2-1. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. King in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
This one in the air right field. Butler on the move. Makes a nice running catch. And that is the inning. And the Mariners strand the bases loaded. And they still trail it here 3-1. Here bottom 9 and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
King in the box now. Takes strike 1. The M's with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Runner around third on his way to the plate, and now they trail by 1. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Making a move at second base. On the pinch run for Seattle, Brandon Lockridge getting some more speed on the bases. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. So digging in, Taylor King. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
0-1 now. Oh, he can't squeeze it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. On the ground, right side. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. One hit, one left. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. The A's lead it 2-0. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Up next for the Mariners.
King, the former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Nimmo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's a 1-2. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, 2 outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. King steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boog, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this. Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
The Mariners with a chance to get back into it. Last half of inning number 5. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-4.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. In the air, center field. Grisham gets under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Throw sails over his head at first.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
King digging in. Crowd's feeling it. Go-ahead run and scoring position. This at-bat just got a whole lot bigger, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. These are pressure pitches. You've got to grind it out and come through for the squad. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a ball popped up. And the infield fly rule called.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Raleigh.
King with a valiant job in defeat. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Taylor King getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Taylor King, the next to hit.
King.
Valdez. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Here's a 1-1. On a line out towards center. Meadows takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
King stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Runner takes off. No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll touch them all. And they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Up next is the right fielder, Taylor.
King launched a homer in his most recent game. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
In the dirt. Man at second. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. One left for Seattle as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. So 2 down, and now the right fielder, Taylor King. King went deep in his most recent game. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 10 and the Tigers 5. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And a foul ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. King in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball right side, could be 2. The turn by McGonigal at second. Now to first, and it's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. Just missed. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Two on, one out. That one hammered left field, carrying well, going, gone. An absolute smash to left. His 24th home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 22-5. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
King had a sensational showing in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. King matched a homer in his last game. Just underway here in Detroit.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two now. Swing and a ground ball. McGonigal whips it to first on the run. Throw is low, and he can't hang on. Safe.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Let's go, Reese.
Tap back to the mound. Fires to first in time.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Cole.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Cole Young.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
In the dirt, blocked.
Let's go, Detroit.
In the air, right field. And that is that. The Tigers coming up, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Runner at second, 2 down.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Outside with a breaking ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Top of the third, no score. That one outside, and it's 3-2. Dominic Canzone in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Hammered, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Here's the throw. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw on to Torkelson. That is the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the Tigers nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Up next for Seattle, the right
King with a homer in his last game. The 0-1. That's to third. Boom. Throw to first in time.
The bat, number 8, designated hitter, Dominic.
King locks in. No need to press, but they could really use a leadoff base runner right here.
Yeah, all you want to see is a patient, quality approach. Pass the baton and chip away. Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone. And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Torkelson. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Strung that hitting streak out for another game.
He's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to wins. He needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
King.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there, it's got a chance. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
One out, runner at second. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. One out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. King coming home. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
King steps in, 2 down, nothing cooking so far, but one swing can get something sizzling.
He knows it too, Boog. That body language says, yes, chef.
King, a former MVP, batting second in today's lineup, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Cal Raleigh to bat next. 2 down, nobody on. And that's too high, and it's ball 4. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Now here is Cal Raleigh. The 0-1. Runner takes off. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. And it is out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. His 18th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it. Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
This one in the air. Torkelson gets under it. And there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Bases loaded, 1 away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Now he breaks his bat. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
You can never assume the double play. He goes home to cut off that run, and then the catcher makes a nice throw to first to end the inning.
One down. Next to hit, Taylor King. The 0-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Homer number 25 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
King was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Collected a couple of hits, one of them left the yard.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Taylor King with an incredible season so far, riding a 25-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going? It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So up next, Taylor King. King recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And that drops in for a strike.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Next offering is down low. Base hit center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
In the dirt. And a payoff pitch. Popped up. Horowitz. And there's two away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, runner at first. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Right through there, got it. Third out. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Up next is Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor
King launched a homer in his most recent game. That one missed. King, an all-star a season ago, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
This one in the air, center field. Cruz takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next is Seattle, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Man at first, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Outside low, ball one. And a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The 1-1. That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in. Out number 2. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. King in the box now. Takes strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reynolds, couple of steps in, and that's the third out. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Pirates 4 and the Mariners 2. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Chapman making his 30th appearance of the year, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. King in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Chapman, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. And the 1-0.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. And that's a one-out single. And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the two roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike one right away when he comes in.
Squirts away from Langoliers. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So runner at second, 2 down. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Now here is Dominic Canzone. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. King added one more to that hitting streak.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
So digging in, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Just getting started here in Pittsburgh. Up the middle. Nice stop. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
One gone, runner at first. Here's some real power at the plate. Cal Raleigh. High fly ball out to left field. O'Hearn has a beat on it. 2 down.
The center fielder, Julio.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In the dirt. Struck him out looking. And now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King digging in, nobody on, 2 gone, but this hitter's still dangerous.
Yep, a swing, a mistake, and suddenly it's a brand new ball game.
King, the former Rookie of the Year, 24 years old. He's a former American League MVP. Top of the 3rd, no score. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one opts against the fence.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at first. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. Popped up. Freeman. And that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. King blocks in, trying to turn momentum back in their favor. This is who they want up there to do it.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes one swing to change the tone. This at bat could be that moment.
And that drops in for a strike. Chris, nobody in the league has a better batting average than he does right now. And the 0-1. And that is out of play.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
To 3rd, Okamoto. Fires across the diamond, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
King ready to hit now, down late, RBI opportunity, and this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boog. Could start writing a whole new story here. Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Two on, 2 outs. Line drive. And that is that. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Pirates 6 and the Mariners 1. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. 1 out, runner at 2nd. King will hit next. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. 1 out and a runner at 2nd here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Man at 2nd. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Save! In comes the run from 2nd. Now a 3-run game, 7-4. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
The 0-2. Now this one gets away from the catcher. To second, throws it away. And now a man into scoring position.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Runner at second here, one gone. In the air, right field. Reynolds should have this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. 2 outs with a runner at third. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Pirates take the first 2 games of this series. King strung that hitting streak out for another game.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. A little bit high. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And the 0-2. In the dirt. Jones was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. One away with a runner at third.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Next offering is fouled back. Going 2 now. Got him swinging. That's out number 2.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
In the air to left center. Cruz on the move. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Man, he had to go such a long way to track that one down. Outstanding effort. If he doesn't get there, then that run from second basically walks in. Instead, he just moves up one base with 2 outs.
King stands in now and watches strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Swings and lines one towards the gap, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home, and they cut the lead to 2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Tying run at the plate. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next is the Tennessee. Rodriguez.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
The tying run at the plate. Squirts away from Langoliers. No advance, though. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Alvarado, 5 saves on the year, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Oh, 1 down. Here's a chopper to short. Griffin down to the last out for the Mariners.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helped.
King extended the hitting streak in this one.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boog. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. They didn't win, but he can be proud of this game.